Gravity Well was announced 3.5 years ago now and is founded by Respawn alumni John Shiring and Drew McCoy. On their website, they describe themselves as a brand new independent game dev studio that believes the time is right to shake things up in the AAA space. Their new IP still hasn't been announced yet, but there are 2 beautiful pieces of concept art floating around that definitely make me want to learn more about the game. And this whole breaking off and starting my own studio thing seems to be a pretty big trend recently, as developers are fed up with the greedy corporations they work for. Another recent example of this is Soft Rains, announced in March of this year. All we know is they're building an original science fiction adventure in Unreal Engine 5. So really, not much at all. Now, John and Drew both worked at Respawn for almost 10 years each, shipping titles like Apex Legends and the Titanfall games, and are now doing their own thing, working on their dream game. Gravity Well claims to be all about the team, the people making the games. That means no crunch, remote work options, profit sharing, and getting to work on the things they love in a healthy environment. Their goal is to keep the team under 100 people, ideally 80 to 85, since anything bigger than that changes the studio dynamic and causes everything to just move a lot more slowly. The studio is based in LA and has been steadily hiring people over the past few years, building up quite the impressive crew, with a few additional positions open right now. In 2021, they made a post on Twitter that's perhaps even more relevant now than it ever has been. And I think it really nicely sums up why they started Gravity Well and what their goals for it are. The games industry has damaged the life and careers of many talented developers through harassment and discrimination, and by denying them respect, fair pay, and promotions. This has had a real cost to those affected, the teams, and the quality of the games that are made. Everyone deserves to have policies that protect them, as well as the right people in power to enforce those policies when violations occur. You deserve to be respected, heard, paid equitably, and encouraged to grow in your career. So hopefully all of this stuff comes to fruition in the future and shakes things up for AAA gaming. The theme of their first game at least looks pretty promising. Some kind of early 20th century group of adventurers and inventors, a beautiful coastal backdrop, and some extremely talented developers and artists behind it. I know I usually talk about indie games on here, but every now and again, a bigger project catches my eye and gives me just a little bit of hope in this sea of bad news we all seem to be swimming in. Catch you later.